Okay, that looks pretty yummy to me. And that's what we're going to make today. Something easy because it's summertime and I don't feel like making a huge mess in the kitchen. This is a BLT salad. I think it looks pretty good myself. So let's make it right now. Right off the bat, we got to get a couple of our key ingredients ready to go. I got a big baking sheet out, some parchment paper, of course, really helps save on the mess. And there's our bacon, pound of bacon. That's going in the oven to cook till it's about bendy-like, or if you want crispy, you can cook it that long. 375, about 15 minutes. Next up, we need some croutons. There's 4 slices of bread, and I am going to cut these into crouton-sized pieces. Now, if you really want to get fussy, cut the crust off. There's nothing wrong with doing it. I don't have a turkey coming up to use for stuffing, and I really hate wasting the crust, so it's not going to hurt a thing. We're keeping the crust on. We cut them up into small bite-sized squares. Keep in mind when you're doing this, although the bigger pieces look cool, you got to put it in your mouth eventually, so you don't want super big pieces. And while 4 slices of bread may not seem like a lot, look at how much we got in the way of soon-to-be croutons. I think we did pretty good. We'll pull out our bowl and put our cubes into the bowl. Now I've got some butter, a couple tablespoons of butter. A little bit of garlic powder. You want to put some pepper in it or whatever, go ahead. This is going to go on our bread. We're going to mix it around and coat each of the pieces of bread. And that's going to make our croutons. Mix, 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 mix. Away we go. Make sure they're as coated as can be. It's not hard. Now we got to clean up, grab another baking sheet, some more parchment paper, and our croutons are going on this one. Now the beautiful thing is, since I already got the oven on for the bacon, we're just going to spread them around, even them out, and throw it in the same oven. It's going to work out just fine. About 10 to 15 minutes. You want to keep an eye on them. If you want to try turning them halfway, go ahead. Now here's our fancy container for our salad. And we're going to use tomatoes. I've got 1 tomato, a small one, and a half a thing of grape tomatoes. That's all I got. Or else I probably would have made just a BLT sandwich. So we're going to chop the tomato up into nice bite-sized pieces. Put it in our container for now. Grab our grape tomatoes and do the exact same. Just because they're the size they are, we'll cut them in half. And that didn't take long at all. There, so we've got our bacon cooking, we've got our tomatoes going. What's next? Well, here's our bacon. I guess we got to crumble it up. Now, you don't have to. You could keep the bigger pieces if you want. And this is bendy bacon too. Bendy bacon is nice and cooked, but it's not crispy. It's just before crispy. So we got it all crumbled out. I'm going to put some more paper towels on top just to absorb a little bit of the grease. We'll put it aside. Now into a bowl, about a 1/4 cup of milk, 3/4 cup of mayo. Of course, I ran out and had to go for the salad dressing. Garlic powder, teaspoon. Salt and pepper, kind of the same thing. Whatever you like. Mix all that up, and there is our dressing for the salad. Yummy. We're going to put it in a container because one thing about the salad is you don't really want to put the dressing on until just before you're ready to serve, and I'm not doing it for a little while. So here's our romaine. Cut the bottom off. Now this is always cool. If you take a nice sharp knife and you just kind of cut it thin, it looks a lot like what you would get in the fast food restaurants. Looks pretty good. So that's one head. Yeah, I'm thinking I might need a second head, so I did, and look at how magical that happened. And this is for about 5-6 people, so if you're only doing it for a couple, I think one head would have worked out just fine. There, it's all nice and fluffy. That's our base for our salad, of course. Tomatoes are next. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Next up, our bacon, all nice and crumbly. It's not hard to do. There we go. It's looking good already. Now the croutons are done, and I'm putting them on now. And I know I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited until just before we're ready to serve, but I didn't because I really wanted some of the salad right then and there. And I did. Now the only thing missing is a little bit of cheese. Shredded a little bit of Parmesan, and there you go. It's a hell of a nice BLT salad. Hey, another great recipe. I hope you'll give it a try. Leave me a comment below, one way or the other. Listen, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. Feel free to share this and any of my other videos. And thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.